All right, y'all, what's up? Welcome back. NCT 127 is back at it again. We got the Chain album, mini album, I should say, because it's only 5 songs, and I'm actually not going to listen to Limitless just because I've done so at least 3 times, at least twice, I think 3 times, on like in a video in some way. So you'll just be watching me going like, yeah, cool. And it's a great song, obviously. My thoughts are well documented. But yeah, so, and I'm going to do Chain. Again, Chain is also another one that I've heard multiple times, but it is the title track for the album, and the album is called Chain, so I want to keep it in, you know. But yeah, I'm real excited for this. Got 3 new songs as a result of the 2 title tracks that I've heard. So let's get into it. All right, so starting with Dreaming, I noticed Jungwoo wasn't here. I looked it up to make sure. I noticed it, and I had said his name, and I was like, oh, please just make sure. So I did. So yeah, he's not here. It looked like he debuted sometime late 2018. So this probably one of, if not the last comeback without him. I'm not sure. But we'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. Yeah, Dreaming, hoping the chain psychotic nature of that song has seeped through the rest of this album, because I will be very happy, man, if it does. Okay, Dreaming. Good start. Great start.
Feeling. Yeah. 내 맘. 지금 너의 수왔다모 감각과 이 부르だけ도지코면 다 모여 하나 돼.
Dude, that's... Sorry, I'm sorry. I know you got your solo coming out. I'm gonna check that out for sure. I started to cut you off. It's kind of nasty. Okay. Oh, it says kanji. Never mind. I'm tripping. I was gonna say this is a Japanese album, isn't it? Yes. That sub bass. Okay. This song is nasty as hell. God, that was only 1 minute? Holy shit. Give me 1 second. Okay, my bad. My headphones do this thing where, actually, I think it happened in the main NCT guide, or I mentioned it at least, where it kind of gets distorted as if it were being used for a phone call, like the quality of the audio, that's what it becomes. And it wasn't doing that, but this song is mixed in a way that it kind of is, not cell phone quality, but it's like, I don't know, it's just so not clear, but it's, I wanted to make sure because it's used like so well. Like it makes everything sound so much more interesting. It's not distorted. It just seems like, I don't know, they put it through like every single element of the song through a filter. It also very well could be just the audio quality of the video, because this is a, 5 years ago. It's not super old. 5 years ago is a long time. I'm just coping. I'm sorry. No, but let me keep listening. By the way, it takes nothing away from the song.
You made it out my style, no A to Z. You made it much you're the one, A to Z. None more lure, why you don't know you feeling it? Yeah, we are
Oh,
dreaming.
I can hear in the background of I'm sure it was present before. For some reason, I've only heard it now. Like you could hear more, not really mechanical, but the same way Chain was using like tools and shit to make the background noises and to make the beat essentially. You could hear in the background. It's my initial read on it was it reminded me of Drop It Like It's Hot, which I think I've actually said before for some other NCT. So I don't know. The initial part with the whistling and the claps and the whatever, it does like it sounds like it's giving me that kind of rhythm, but instead like hitting an empty pot or some shit. I don't know. Yeah, it just sounds more mechanical or rustic or whatever. And it's such a, I'll go back for sure. It's such a small layer too. I don't know why that's sticking out to me. I love the guitar underlying throughout the whole beat. Hold on, that whole section. This song is wild. There's never been a group, and this is very early. I've never had a listening experience so defined with any group from any genre, more defined by me going, "What the fuck is going on?" But like in a happy, excited way. I don't ever know what's happening in these songs. Who produced this? It's just...
Let me see your heart. Yeah, we are dreaming. You met a girl so hot, you matter everything. You met a guy so till I got on everything. 난 이모 것도 봐, 일어나 you feeling it. Yeah, we are dreaming, dreaming, dreaming. You many 아침마다 sign no A to Z. You many 뭉치 요르와 A to Z. 난 이모 루르와 일어나 you feeling it. Yeah, we are dreaming, 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 dreaming.
This is a real ass song. This is... I'll let it finish. This is a song. It's only 3 minutes and 14 seconds. It feels like this was 8 minutes. And of course, it's because I paused a shit ton. But I don't know. Something about the way the beat is like... I don't know. It's like, it's not, doesn't feel long in a bad way where like you're sitting through a movie and you can feel that it's long because it's not really gripping you. This is just me like, I'm hearing, or at least I think I'm hearing so many different layers in the instrumental, and then they give me that 30-40 second, I'm assuming dance break, but like the instrumental break at least, that's just a completely different sound, and it's just so cool. Okay, I know this is a Japanese release. I'm not sure how, because I know some groups, I don't know. I don't. Some groups put more attention into Japanese releases than others. I don't know what the NCT 127 or NCT as a whole strategy for that is, but this is good. I don't. Where was I going with that? This is really good. All right, so gave myself like a 2-minute break to collect because I was not doing you any favors. And also, I went to Spotify to listen to like the officially processed version of this song, and I do think it's the audio quality from the video, because everything I was getting a similar like that type of effect throughout the entire song, and maybe I'm being nitpicky, but Spotify quality incredibly crisp. Actually, I think it's low key mixed better than some of the earlier stuff. Like it kind of feels more coherent to me. But in the Taeyong and Mark parts, like the little pre-chorus rap they do, that does have a vocal filter on it, and that's when I really heard it on the video. So that makes sense to me now. Yeah, great song. Honestly, listening to it on Spotify, like, it's really, really good. It just pops so much. Okay, Chain. I figured I'd seen this a couple times before. Haven't seen the dance practice. I haven't seen any dance practice from them. So we're gonna do the dance practice. And I checked the audio quality. It's good. They play a track over it, which I don't really see many groups do. I don't know how I prefer it, honestly. But for now, I prefer it like this because I love the song. I don't. This is a really stupid reference. But do you remember the alien dancing beam? I think it was like the Dame tu cosita thing. Oh my God, I feel like I'm that's like 14 and it happened when I was 9 and thought it was a fun. That's so stupid. But the way they do the thrust, it just reminded me of that. It's so fucking stupid. This song is ridiculous. I know we're supposed to be focusing on Mark there. Also, very interesting dance practice with the moving camera. I know a lot of people have very specific tastes about dance practices, and they don't want the audio layered over it, and they want a stationary camera. I don't music. The audio I can go either way. I really appreciate when they have the camera movements involved in the choreo. It makes the practice feel more real. I mean, like, it's obviously makes it look better, but it also, like, they have to work with, like, the camera people have to be in on it. They have to know what to do. I don't know. I've gone on their rant before, and it's not necessary now. But yeah, I appreciate it. Anyway, I started that little tangent off by saying I know we're supposed to focus on Mark, but what they were doing in the background looked so cool. Like, getting in formation, and I don't know, something about them not looking at us is cool. Favorite part of the song. I always think about this when I see dance practice. I don't know which member it is because I can't see their face. Someone travels from here to here in one beat. I can't see his face. But look, I'm always amazed by how much ground they cover. I probably shouldn't do any more dance practices in the middle of albums because I get too enthralled with this. But it don't make sense. Just one step and they slide all the way over. They're using a lot of space on that floor. I need to listen to a solo song immediately. They have 9 people, or an odd number of people, like the number I suppose doesn't matter. And groups seem to really value that, and fans do too, because of the symmetry that you could have in formations. I love how all over the place they are all the time, and I'm being very genuine. Everything is so much more interesting to see. There's something pleasing about like perfect symmetry, obviously. Like just literally there is. Why did I say it like that? But I don't, it's just like they're taking up so much space on the floor in different ways. It just looks cool. I don't know shit about that. Things just look cool. They're definitely up to date on their, well, back then, current dance trends. Hey, okay, I was gonna say they hit the Millie Rock at one point. Slightly. Cool. I'm okay. I remember I saw. I'm cutting off the breakdown there. I watched their like comeback stage for this performance on Patreon. I think a couple weeks ago now. And I really love the part where whichever member was in the center, not after Johnny. He hits both sides. It's so satisfying to me. I think I know who that is, but I don't want to say the name. I don't want to be wrong. Alright, I'll let it play through. I have too many stops for a song I've heard a million times. But it's cool. Legit performers. Alright, actually I won't let it play through because I want to see what song is next. Comeback, okay. Highway to Heaven will be watched, don't worry. I'll give you a round of applause. Come back. Okay, don't need. Ooh. That super heavy synth is reminding me of like early 2000s Timbaland kind of. I don't know if I'm reaching too much with all these references. I feel like he would use a sound like that. Maybe. Definitely groovy. Okay. Hold on. They stripped they just changed. That was wild. It feels like it's gonna build to a whole new song. Oh, this feels very early 2010s K-pop. Classic group chorus. It's just a clean song. And it's just, okay, Mostly played. That beat was nasty. That was a nice drop.
Yo, no help me, stay right there, just react, that's right there. 가늠하게 너의 가린 몸이 선율 인내하게 이미 차오르는 straight permanent, black permanent tattoo mark 로고 남은 너 지워지지 않은 채 아무으로 남은 너의 영혼 때문에 양측해 me want you to wake me up now come back
I like that little rap break. Something about the group choruses, man. That was nice. That was very much. Is there a way to use this word without it being pejorative? Because I was gonna say, no, actually, no, there isn't. I was gonna say dated, because it's very reminiscent of a specific, like an era, even kind of low-key after, it is 2018, right? A little after, like, that came before this song's era. But it's not dated, because I think dated implies that it sounds bad, doesn't it? A little bit, at least. Anyway, it captures the essence of a time before ours, and I like it, because I like that type of music. Trying to think if I still stand by my Timbaland statement, because I don't know. I think I might just be thinking of his Justin Timberlake collab album, or like where he made all of his songs for him. I guess it's a collab album. Because it sounded like it would be used on that, but I don't want to. I mean, Timbaland, yeah, he had a sound. Actually, I'm fine. I'll stand on that. 100 is the last song. So far, 4 for 4. Very, like, firmly 4 for 4. Yeah, okay. Come back, or 100. Alright. Ooh. So much going on in that instrumental. Ooh. Ooh. I love the just a couple bass plugs in that little section. No, we're going all the way back. That whole, they gave me like 4 different things. Okay. Where the hell is my cursor? I'm giving myself work. I don't know if actually I might have already mentioned this in a previous 127 reaction. Oh my goodness. The main part of the beat. I'll point it out to you. The main melody. I can't even replicate the sound. There's a song called "Reflections in the Plastic Pulse" by Stereolab. I think I actually have. I forget what song it was for, but I think I mentioned it. There's like a 10-second section where it transitions from the first part of the song to the second part of the song. And that reminds me so much of it. Like they just chopped up that sound. And I know that's not what it is, but I'm going to do it anyway because I love that song and I love that whole album and I love Stereolab. So I want to give a shout out. But that was immediately the first thing I thought of. So I have to at least follow through a little bit. I apologize for the clip you're about to see. Okay. Where the hell is my cursor? I hear it. I don't care. Maybe. This part of the instrumental, ridiculous. Okay. Thank you for not ending it. Ooh, gives it so much finality. Yep, thank you. Because they could have ended it at 3:13. Like they had a perfect out and they looped the last bit of it again. Honestly, gonna sound a little nitpicky, or I guess potentially nitpicky. If with that, like that made the song better to me. A considerable amount. I don't know, something that the instrumental in the chorus was so psychotic. Like it's not confusing the way I think the first time you listen to Chain can be, just because the sounds are also foreign. Like what like what instruments they're using, and then you're like, oh, kind of really not using instruments. These sounds, I feel like you've heard them. We have heard them in other songs before, just generally like that, that type of sound. They just were never layered on top of each other and played almost at the same time. It's like, I don't know, it was such a crazy feeling. Actually, I want to listen to the outro again. Who cares? Listening to that again, it's not as crazy as I thought. In a like structural crazy shit way. Like not it makes more sense. Well, I mean, of course, it's a lot layered on, so the more I hear it, the more it's gonna make sense to me. But also, I feel like they kind of stripped away a little bit. Regardless, great song. Honestly, Cherry Bomb is still my favorite in terms of album to album. This is potentially number two, and I don't know if that's sacrilege because I don't know what the End Citizens like ranking wise and stuff, or how seriously or not seriously they take this album. And again, no one is giving me the impression that this album is not taken seriously by anyone. I don't want to make that like for that to come off that way. I don't know. It's just I didn't. There was a point where I was like, should I listen to Chain, or at least like in this capacity or whatever. So I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but yeah, I think in terms of consistency, considering, I mean, it is a little cheating because Limitless is on here too, like the Japanese version, but I don't know. I think they went 5 for 5, like very commandingly. These are good songs. Everything is super upbeat too. I don't know, just fun to listen to. It's a great listening experience. Only 5 songs. You need a hit. Like I think. Sorry, every time I look up and to the right, I'm gonna start a rant. I think a lot of people have very real issues with the course of K-pop currently, and specifically when it comes to length of songs, length of albums, calling 7-song albums full out, like a bunch of that stuff. I think it's just that they don't like the music as much, so they're starting to notice when stuff is shorter or longer. Now, granted, this is a 3-minute 42-second song. This is not a short by any means. I don't think they have anything like that so far. But regardless, this is all like, if it's 5 songs, you can't have any one song that's going to be like, oh, well, I don't know if I want to listen to this again, because that's 20% of the entire comeback for 6 months, potentially a year, maybe even longer than that, if like it's a group that doesn't come back as often. So you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel like the hole in the album listening experience. And I think that's the bigger. Anyway, bring that up to say, this is 5 songs. Every single one, I would listen to it back to back, and it would be perfect. So yeah, this is great. I got NCT Dream, their debut album, gonna be done Thursday. If I remember correctly, the Taeyong enlistment date is either Thursday or Friday. Regardless, I'm gonna double drop. Oh, damn, I'm posting 3 videos on Thursday. Damn. I'm gonna do some of his solo stuff. I don't know if I'll do all of it because I think he has 2 albums, and I still want, I don't want to just force everything into one album, into one thing. But I'll do something for him, because I literally, the day that I was like, oh shit, okay, this is my guy, I see he's enlisting, that genuinely that night. So I was like, okay, well, I gotta do something. So I'm gonna do something. Yeah, so be on the lookout for that. Again, album this week for 127, obviously today. Send Me This Dream, gonna have the album on Thursday. I'm gonna try to keep that consistent. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back soon. Peace.